What's going on, bro?
What's up, man?
What's your name? Hey, look, what's your name? Where you from?
Hey, man, I'm from this town called 2-6, man.
2-6?
Yeah, Fayetteville, baby. You know how we do it down there.
Oh, yeah? Come on over here, calm down a little bit. Stand right there.
Yeah.
How old are you, bro?
I'm 42.
What's your name?
Thomas.
Thomas?
Yeah.
Thomas, let's get to know you a little bit, man. Talk about your childhood. You grew up in a two-parent household?
Yeah, nah, man. I grew up in a poor household, man. We was living in abandoned houses and stuff when I was growing up. I ain't have nothing, man. My mom was a prostitute when I was growing up. I lived a street life. She was out smoking crack all night. I was raising my four little brothers.
By yourself?
Yeah.
You was the oldest?
I'm the oldest.
Oh, yeah? What about your father?
Man, my father's nothing, man. I don't know who my father is. I ain't never talked to that man. I don't even know if he exists.
Oh, word up.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about your party years. Around what age did you start hanging with the wrong crowd party?
I came off the porch at the age of 8, and my mom and them was like, "We need food in the house," so I had to go out there, steal out of stores, just to put food on the table for me and my brother. And when I started turning about 10, 11 years old, I just came off the porch, and my youngest brother was doing so much dope. He started out doing crystal meth.
How old was you?
I was 6.
And how old was he?
7. And he had a mental problem. He was disabled. Our mom beat him and molested us when we was kids. And so I told my mom, we started doing all kinds of stuff, and I didn't know what to do with my life, so I just hit the streets. And I met with this girl, this lady. She was 23, and I was just 11. And she molested me when I was a kid. And only thing I knew is how to survive on the streets. So I started robbing, stealing, and I got turned on to this thing called cocaine. And when I started doing cocaine, like I said, I've been 42, I've been doing drugs all my life. When I started doing that, I wanted something more. So that's when I found out about pain pills. Oxycodone, and Percocets and Xanaxes. And I just started popping pills. I wasn't going to school. I left school, I started beating the principals up. I had to go to an alternative school. Then they locked me up. I caught my first charge of assault with a deadly weapon on my teacher because I wanted a watch that he had. I stole his watch, and so I got locked up for it. So I was in a juvenile hall, and they told me about this thing called Ritalin and Adderall. So I started doing Adderall and Ritalin. That really got bad. And I was just taking everything. My thing was stealing. And when I turned about 14, 15 years old, I learned about this stuff called methamphetamine. And I've been doing meth now almost all my life. I started at the age of 14. Last year I overdosed 12 times last year. And I wouldn't stay at home. They put me in foster homes, group homes all my life. I've been in custody with social service all my life. And so things was different coming up in Fayetteville because there wasn't but 2 things you could be: on the street or in the house. And I learned about this thing called gang banging. And everybody just was gang members. So I started hanging out with these. Thought it was cool. I was going to school gang banging. And one day I got hold of a pistol. And I ain't never holding a pistol at the age of 15. And I went from the age of 15 just robbing bank. Then, this past couple years, I found out what this fentanyl was about. Last week I just got out of the hospital from my overdose. And that's why I'm down here. Because I couldn't live over there no more. Because I was just giving it this stuff called fentanyl, and I fell in love with it. And I've been clean for now for a week off that. And it's just hard for me. I cut myself because I wanted to fix. So I just started communicating, cutting up my arms and stomach so I could go to the hospital. And I've been out here now for about 30 years homeless because I don't want to put the drugs down. It's been over 24 hours now since I had my first dose. And they sent me to the pain clinic. And I got hooked on Suboxone. So they got me on Suboxone now. And so I'm eating like 4 or 5 strips of Suboxone a day. And I just ain't had none today. It's just like, I don't know what else you want me to go with this.
So let me ask you something. You ever been fentanyl sick?
Yes, I am now.
You fentanyl sick right now?
Yeah, I ain't had it in 24 hours.
What's the feeling like?
It's just makes your body hurt. You can't eat. You're throwing up constantly. You got diarrhea. It's bad.
Right.
I've in the last month I was 175. I'm down to 130 now. When I went to the hospital yesterday, and it just got real bad. I got stabbed last night, robbed.
Last
Because
night?
Yes, sir. I robbed somebody and they turned back and robbed me. It was bad.
Yeah. So let me ask you something, man. Through all this, you saying you were robbing banks, doing all that. Did you go to prison for all that stuff?
I've been locked up since the age of 17.
How much time you done did total? All your life? Add them all up.
From the age of 17 to now, about 30-some years.
Oh, yeah?
In and out.
In and out.
That's all I know is the prison.
Oh, yeah?
It's so bad out here now. The way I'm living, I wish I was in prison. Because at least I got a meal. I got 3 meals a day, caught. I mean, that's all I know.
Right.
It's prison.
Your mama still living?
Yes, my mama now, she's not doing drugs. She's in Ohio, in the hospital. She's dying of cancer, going through her bloodstream. And I don't like talking about it sometimes because the reason why it's getting so bad for me now is because I just lost my brother like 4 months ago over an overdose of fentanyl. And every time I turn around, I think about it. The only thing that I ain't never did in my life, was use a needle. Because I seen a needle take anybody down. Turn somebody in from millions and millions dollar person to nothing, to where we at today.
You got any kids, bro?
I got 3.
How your relationship is with your kids?
Well, my oldest daughter, she is now 19, so she understands, but it's hard for her to understand that I went in her life her whole childhood. My youngest, he barely knows me. And I don't know my other one, because only thing I know she was born. I don't even know who she is because of my addiction. 6 months ago, I just got out of prison and I was doing good. I had a place to live, car, and this man comes up to me. He said, man, I'll give you an ounce of fit, an ounce of meth for this place. I gave it to him because I wanted that.
So you moved out? You moved out for some?
Yeah, he got.
To support your habit.
I went to Walmart, bought me a tent, sleeping bag.
Yeah.
And I just lived in the streets because I was straight.
All right.
I had everything.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. So if you had one regret in your life, what would it be?
To be honest, straight up honest, I never picked up dope ever in my life. My whole childhood, from now, I wish I never seen dope, what dope was about. Dope destroyed my life. It took everything from me.
Oh yeah? So listen, before we end this interview, in case there's any kids or another grown person that's thinking about choosing the same lifestyle you chose, what type of advice would you give them not to choose a lifestyle?
No, if it was a kid, stay in school. Don't listen to nobody. Do you? Stay
Don't listen to nobody?
You know what? Like
Don't listen to bad influence.
Bad influence. Just stay in school, man, because you're going to learn something. Go play sports. Don't never think about picking up nothing. If somebody tells you, hey, man, smoke this joint, smoke this cigarette, no. No, don't do it. It's bad. Look at me. I'm now in a size 33 pair of pants. A couple months ago, I was in a size 36. Drugs is bad. Don't do it.
That's excellent advice, man. I appreciate your time. I got a donation for you. Hopefully, if I see you again, you'll be on your way to recovery. I'm gonna come down here and check on you from time to time, man. If my viewers like the video, they want to keep in contact with you, I'm gonna come down here and check on you, do some more interviews.
Yeah, appreciate it.
You're welcome, man.